Hello and welcome to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. My view of humanity is a whole new tea. Hi, hello, how are my lovelies, my beauties, my royalty? Okay, let's get that boiling hot petty tea out. If you like cold, just hold the ice. Hold the ice. And let's get started because this is going to be like a political justice law type of mixture. And especially like I'm working on like with a couple of the novels they had. Yes, a couple, like my mind goes everywhere because I have different characters and all of the characters don't fit within one entity. So, but I am creating new superheroes for one of them, which I'm doing a lot of research on a particular subject, but wow, I'm learning a lot and it's very exciting and just amazing. But and also, working on the candles and the greeting cards and this is going to be a great year. It is. It is. I have been after everything I've been through and fought through, and even with haters still trying to yeah, there's one specific one who mm, mm, they're used to getting their way. They're used to people bending the knee to them. They're used to being the main character and everyone following along exactly the way they want. Jump when they say jump, but with this woman, let's just say I'm not gonna do that. I'm living my life. Even when you try to bully me, harass me, torment me, put me down, call me out my name. No, I'm living my life. You hate that? Too bad. And the funny thing is, I don't care about you. Oh, that felt amazing to say. That felt absolutely amazing. And so, little advice for you guys: live your life, okay? If other people are hating you for living your life and being happy and pursuing the goals and dreams that are in your heart, your mind, your creativity, they're not they shouldn't be like in your presence. Okay? That's the time where you need to retire your relationship with them and move on. Find people who value you for who you are and who you are trying to be. My family didn't do that, and some of them are just now doing that, or just now even taking the time to get to know me. So trust me, I know. And yes, it might be scary, but go online. There's tons of different groups. Find different hobbies, different interests. It's like you will find amazing people. It's like I can't promise it. I can't, because I know everybody is extroverted, introverted in different ways. But if you at least get out there, that is the most amazing first step. Okay, let's get into this because, ooh, oh yeah, and don't forget to check out the Patreon where I have all of my receipts, of course, especially, the dating nightmare and the river of racism and all that stuff. Yeah, check that out. But this story kind of hits hard because there's been a few times, especially with men. It's like a lot of men, they refuse to be wrong. And if they feel like, especially the dominant alpha men, if they disagree with you, they can't wait to call you stupid and dumb. Reminds me of a current bully, or she's trying to be a bully, but she's really bad at it and tacky and classless with it. But yeah, with the Michael Jackson situation, I don't. It's really sad and frustrating looking back at different aspects, especially of American culture, and with the Epstein trial, and the Epstein cases and things like that, and how, in my opinion, the police and the people all under the Epstein, like, they couldn't wait to throw a black man under the bus. That's my hypothesis, and that's what I think and believe. And if anyone tries to prove me wrong, it's going to be really hard, especially after watching this video, because whenever like the conversation came up about Michael Jackson, people would tell me, "Oh, so you're going to play his music? Don't you know what he did with I don't think he did it. Oh, you're so dumb. You're so stupid. How do you not With each court case, all of the kids was like, "No, I mean, they found some of even the parents, they were lying. They kept changing their story. He had an innocence to him. And being someone who went through a lot of family ABUSC, I understand him. The creativity, the innocence, the wanting to, be in kind of the child atmosphere. Because, I mean, well, not, I don't know. It's like I understand it, but I don't know how to, the words with this one because it's complex a little bit. Because maybe this is one reason why I love Disney and anime and just mostly animation, and why I mean there's some things that I enjoy, like even board games, and I don't know, some of the hobbies, some of my interests are looked at more where the once you become an adult, it's not popular anymore. And I think for me, it's kind of an escape. Another reason I love novels and books, and why now I'm putting my heart into the novels and into the books, but then I'm scared with finishing it because I put my heart into it. I put my life, not all of my life, but there's personal things that I put in there because so many people do not know what some people with disabilities go through, what some kids go through with families when it comes to ABUSC. And I think that's one reason why watching Michael Jackson when I was younger and listening to the kids, and part of me is like, these kids would tell the truth. These kids would say, I mean, yeah, it's like some kids are scared or the fear and everything like that, but at a certain time, you'd think they would say it, or at least if they didn't understand what was going on, they would describe, especially if they were uncomfortable or whatever. And I also wonder with some of these kids or the child stars, was the reason, because I know they said that they started on the special candy was because the people within the whole possible Epstein, thing, they were the ones giving it to them, and that was, I wonder if that was their escape. And I'm just wondering, I'm just curious, this is just my hypothesis, this is my question. With Macaulay Culkin, because I remember there was a time where it just looked like he was so depressed and like addict. Like I heard, I think like the whole special candy situation, was that because of was that partially because of Michael Jackson, and or the trauma of the stress of being the child star, or anything with the Epstein, or I mean there's different ways of it, but when you put all of that stuff together, part of me, I'm like, I can't blame him for like all of that pressure on a child, on a child star, and on a child star growing up. And then he found a friend, but then that friend ended up like had taking too much special candy, and him having to go to the case to defend his friend. And then people didn't want to believe him or the other child actors. But then when the child actor said that he knew who it was and that Michael Jackson was the one that was protecting. And see, this is what I like. Him and one of like child stars were saying he was the protector. And that breaks my heart because after everything he went through, he knows and understands ABUSC. He understands it and he tried to protect. He was innocent. Everyone was saying he was innocent. And money grubbing fathers were just trying to do what they do best, lie, deceit, so that they can get money. And part of me just wonders, because Michael Jackson he didn't want swearing, he didn't want alcohol or the special candy. So I wonder, did he start on the special candy addiction because of the trauma that these cases placed on him? Was it because it got him depressed and emotional and there was no coming back because he was the black man? He was the innocent black man that they could throw under the bus. He was the black man who was not good at communicating. He was the unique man that nobody understood. He was the child star that grew up and now having like Neverland, never growing up. So like there's so many ways where detectives and stuff is like I could see how they were like, you know what, I don't care what you have to say, and you're black. We have to remember, especially, I mean, yeah, some people are gonna say I'm overreaching if I say the history of police is slave catcher, but even back in the day when a white woman would say a black man dot dot dot, he was gone. He was either hanging from a tree, they burned the house, whatever. They didn't care. And so when these child stars would say, Michael Jackson is innocent, he didn't do anything to me, but I know who did it. Money is powerful, but it's not as powerful when you're a black man. R. Kelly knows about this. Bill Cutler, both of them were found guilty. I mean, kind of different, but people can't wait for it to be a black person, a black man. They can't wait. Just like throughout history, once a white woman says this was a black man, they cannot wait. They're drooling at the thought of it. And again, Michael Jackson was more of like he never got to express himself or learn how to express himself because of his upbringing and the way that he was treated. And so having a young, beautiful, empathetic heart, some of the child stars said that he protected them. And some want to judge because, oh, he slept in your room, like you slept in his room or whatever. And it's like one of the stars was like, yeah, it was 2 stories. You don't understand. 3 bathrooms and 1 bedroom. It was basically like a condo, it sounds like. But even if so, like, I, like, when you're a kid, sometimes it's like with your first cousins or whatever, like, you kind like, you want to sleep over. And sometimes, like, you pass out, like, while watching a movie and you're sleeping in the same bed. It's like, or even, like, I don't know. It's just, people act like it doesn't happen, but they're like sometimes you just fall asleep. You just fall asleep. That's all. That's all. It can be innocent. If you don't think it can be innocent, you might need to question yourself. But it and again, these stars were saying how he was a protector. And that's why I feel so bad. And that's why I wonder if he started getting addicted because it's like after being judged and even having watching TV and people are judging you and accusing you even after you've been found innocent on, I believe, the 14 charges the second time. One after another, people are still accusing you of doing something that you were found innocent of. And it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, but he wasn't proven guilty, but people want to accuse him of being guilty. The child stars said they knew who was in it. They could give other names. They didn't want those other names because those other names were probably going to be white men. They didn't want to charge the white men. No. And I feel really bad for Macaulay Culkin because it's like, even in the video, like one of the interviews, he said that was his friend. And to hear that you lost a friend like that, it's heartbreaking. It's like someone who, I mean, it sounded like someone any child would be able to trust. It's like the nonprofits and even the little boy with the kidney and everything like that. It's like you could see how determined Michael was with making other people's lives better. And I don't, it's just really sad now because now with the Epstein files, we're hearing and seeing the names of people. Now we're hearing that there's more than just the island. And it's like we're singing our current president's name in it. And people kept saying the joke more times than Harry Potter's name is in his own books and things. And it's just like, oh my goodness. And but then one after another, millionaire, billionaire, and the richest men in the world you're finding in there. And it's just, we now have an arrested, like formerly known as Prince, which how come other countries are taking action much faster than ours? And even though like Epstein was in prison for the second time, but it took this long. It took this long, but yeah, we have to remember money is power, and white equals control, and in a lot of cases, power. We have to remember that. Black women, we know this. We're used to this. We have to battle this almost every day. And it's just sad that an innocent man, part of me, I think he would still be enjoying his life right now if people didn't drag him and use him, take advantage of, lie on him. And I think another reason why this just hurts so badly is because I know how it feels to be accused of being a liar, always being accused of being guilty of stuff. With my walking, with my disability, doctors kept telling my parents I was a liar. I got the crap beat out of me. It's like, because if I was walking the way I walk, and so then my mom would show the doctors my shoes, and the doctors would be like, nothing's wrong with her. She's lying. And when I got home, get the belt. It wasn't innocent until proven guilty. Doctors didn't want to hear my case. Doctors didn't care. Doctors didn't care for the truth. Just like these detectives didn't care what the truth was, even though these child stars kept saying what the truth. They wanted to tell the truth. They wanted them to be found out. But then even when being interviewed on The View, he was so scared. He was as broad as possible for his own safety. But then that child star, he loved Michael Jackson because he had an opportunity to have a top song. But he respected Michael enough. He loved Michael enough where he didn't want to take advantage of him because that was his friend. He didn't want him thinking that he was just going to use him. You know that is an amazing friend. Like I hope and wish I could have that type of relationship. I think I do. It's like I have a couple friends who I think I have that. But I just think it's really sad what happened with him. And now I'm really wondering, is that what got him started with the addiction? Is that like, did he need that escape because everybody was putting him down and judging him, ridiculing him? Where was his mind at? It's like when everyone doesn't believe you, because I know how it feels. K through 12, no one believed me. The doctors didn't believe me. My parents didn't believe me. Family didn't believe me. Oakland University didn't believe me. My jobs didn't believe me with promotional modeling. It's like I would be in pain. My feet would be bleeding. I would try to get the doctor's notes because the promotional like companies told me I could only work if I wore those specific shoes, but then my feet would be in so much pain. There'd be blood at the end of the shift or sometimes in the middle. So then I had to have a change of socks in my bag or car. So then I can go to the restroom, change my socks to go back to work. But then when I tried to get the doctor's notes, the doctor would literally laugh at me, literally laugh at me. And then she would turn around and call my mom, which is illegal because I was in my 20s. I think even in my early 30s. And she, like whenever I would ask for a doctor's note, telling her the pain was getting worse, she laughed at me. So I understand Michael's pain. I understand his need to escape. I understand him fighting for just to be just found innocent. I understand that. I understand the pain and the suffering and the trauma, the need to escape. I think that's another reason I love writing. I love poetry. I love creating because I still need to escape mentally because I haven't been diagnosed that long. I've been through a lot, and I know he has been through oh my, and that's why I feel so bad. And I feel like we would have such amazing music right now if people around him were not so selfish, idiotic, and just ignorant and conniving and racist. And because yeah, I think they saw an innocent black man and they couldn't wait to throw him under the bus. They couldn't wait. Even though everyone was saying, other than that, like some of the parents that were lying and making it up because they saw a really nice free ticket right there, like $23 million and everything like that. But it's it's sad. It's frustrating. But now I think it's kind of odd because I wonder what Janet Jackson thinks now. Because I know Janet was like her politics were following along with one of their brothers, and their brother was MAGA or seemed to be MAGA and or just liking the orange man. So I kind of wonder, what is she thinking now? What are her thoughts now, especially since her brother passed away, possibly because of part of the trauma that our current president is all over. I wonder what she's thinking now. I I wonder what she wishes she could change or what she wishes she could what she could have asked him. But I think we lost such an amazing talented human being someone with such a huge heart. And I believe there's a Michael Jackson musical too. It's like, I can't wait for it to come, you know, to my state. Really want to see it. Oh, I saw and Juliet like early this year. It was absolutely amazing. I want to see it again, but it was absolutely amazing. And I don't know, with the Michael Jackson one, I think it'll hit a little different now. Might be a little bit more emotional because now hearing and seeing this and just knowing, like, while even dating or talking to guys and they would bring up Michael Jackson, whenever I would say I think he's innocent, the way they would say I'm dumb or stupid or whatever for thinking that. And oh, if I think that you know what word is like innocent, then just, I don't know, it's just quite a lot of disgusting things were said. And I just hope with with all of this mess, I hope that finally he can be proven innocent and maybe people can apologize. Just, and I know he's passed away, but you know what? If you're Christian or religious or anything, you'll see he's looking down, you know. I think he deserves just the acknowledgement of being honest and true and a loving human being, an innocent human being. Somebody who some of these actors said he was a protector, he was a friend, but people were accusing him of things that are disgusting while the disgusting people were continuing doing what they were doing. It's really disgusting and sad. So, but good news is, like, with one of my episodes that I was kind of working on, but I didn't finish, it is a playlist, a political playlist. Or it's like, with everything going right now, what songs would be fitting. And I thought I might do that for different situations because I know sometimes when things are hard like this, you kind of need to figure out, or you need to find something that would just either get you into the protest spirit, or something to unwind, or something to get your mind going on what can I do, or even to motivate you to vote, since now the orange man wants to put ice in the parking lots to basically kind of like scarecrows for the black and people of color. But yeah, people still want to say he's not a racist, but come on. What are your thoughts? Because, and I have more thoughts on it, but pardon me. Maybe I'll talk about it a different time. I just thinking about his life, and while listening to this video, different things were just coming up, especially with Macaulay Culkin. And I think one thing that would be healing for Macaulay, I'm just guessing, is that his friend is proven innocent. Because, like, he went through some really hard years back. And part of me just wonders, it's none of my business. It's none of my business. But part of me wonders if maybe this will help, heal part of a broken heart, some of the trauma and things that he had to go through emotionally. But thank you so much for listening to the Handicapable Black Woman Throne Room. I am a woman, I am of color, and I am handicapable. But most importantly, I am human and you're human too.